1970s was absolutely an insane era for motorcycles around the world. We're talking about a time when manufacturers were basically at war with each other, just throwing everything they had at making the fastest bikes possible. No electronic nannies, no riding modes, just pure raw horsepower. Yet one keeps wondering what were the absolute monsters of speed from that era. The bikes that made everyone's jaw drop when they rolled up at the local hangout? Well, on today's episode, we're counting down the 10 fastest motorcycles from the 1970s that we desperately need to bring back. Before we get on the list, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, because we will be posting some more incredible stories about these machines that you don't want to miss in the coming days. Let's start our countdown with number 10. The 1976 Kawasaki KZ900. If you've never heard the distinctive howl of a KZ900 at full throttle, you're missing out on one of motorcycles' greatest symphonies. This wasn't just another Japanese motorcycle. This was Kawasaki's statement that they were playing for keeps in the horsepower wars. The KZ900 packed a punch with its 903cc inline-4 engine that could propel you to 132 miles per hour, a serious speed for 1976. But what made this bike special wasn't just its raw power, it was how it delivered that power. It had advanced suspension and powerful brakes that gave it refined handling, making it years ahead of its time. You could buy a brand new car for about $3,400 back then, but that's about the price of a decent used car. Today, well, if you could find a well-preserved example, you're looking at north of $15,000. That's what happens when you create a legend. Moving up to number 9, we've got the 1978 Moto Guzzi Le Mans 850. If the KZ900 was Japanese precision, the Le Mans 850 was Italian passion distilled into mechanical form. This wasn't just a motorcycle. It was a statement of intent from Mondello del Rio. This beast had an 844cc V-twin engine churning out 80 horsepower and could hit an impressive 130 miles per hour. The Le Mans wasn't just about straight-line speed, though. Its low slug profile and aggressive riding position made it a force to be reckoned with on twisty roads. To put a brand new in your garage as of then, you'd need to part with around $4,000. And today, you better have at least $20,000 ready if you want to add this piece of Italian history to your collection. Number 8 brings us to the 1975 Kawasaki Z1B. Just so you know, this bike was something special. When it hit the streets, it changed the game with its 903cc inline-4 engine and was capable of reaching 130 miles per hour. The Z1B wasn't just fast, it was a revolution on two wheels. Its combination of speed, handling, and reliability made it a favorite among riders who wanted it all. This Kawasaki model offered exceptional handling, a comfortable ride, and those striking good looks that turned heads wherever it went. It was originally priced at $3,000. However, today a well-preserved Z1B can command prices north of $25,000. Up next is the 1978 Suzuki GS1000. This is where things get really interesting, as this model was Suzuki's entry into the big bore superbike market. And what an entry it was. The motorcycle had a 997cc inline-4 engine and could blast up to 135 miles per hour and rocket from 0 to 60 in just 4 seconds. But the GS1000 wasn't just about straight-line speed. Its performance was matched by smooth handling, comfortable ergonomics, and impressive reliability. When it was new, you could pick one up for around $3,200, a bargain considering its capabilities. Today, clean examples can fetch upwards of $20,000, and honestly, they're worth every penny. For the 6th on the list, we've got the 1977 Ducati 900 SS. Now here's a bike that epitomized Italian passion and performance. This motorcycle came with an 864cc L-twin engine that featured Ducati's innovative desmodromic valve system, which helped it reach high speeds of 135 miles per hour. The 900 SS wasn't just a motorcycle, it was a work of art that happened to go really, really fast. The 900 SS exuded elegance and sophistication with its sleek lines and exquisite craftsmanship. Every detail, from the meticulously crafted engine to the hand-stitched leather seat, spoke of quality. Originally priced around $3,500 and now worth over a whopping $30,000. Number 5 introduces us to one of motorcycling's greatest soundtracks, the 1974 Laverda 1003C. If you've never heard a Laverda triple at full chat, you're missing out on. This Italian masterpiece packed a 981cc 3-cylinder engine that could propel you to 135 miles an hour, hitting 60 in just 5.5 seconds. The 3C was always a rare sight whenever it was on the road, and that rarity has only increased its appeal today. It had a distinctive triple exhaust that turned heads wherever it went, announcing the arrival of an authentic Italian thoroughbred. Today, finding one for sale is rare enough. Finding one you can afford? That's another story entirely, with prices well into the 5-figure range. At number 4 on the list, we've got the 1979 Yamaha XS11. This is where Japanese engineering really flexed its muscles. This two-wheeled marvel packed a massive 1101cc air-cooled 4-cylinder engine that produced an impressive 95 horsepower, a top speed of 135 miles per hour, and a 0 to 60 time under 5 seconds. The XS11 was a true performance machine. But what made the XS11 special wasn't just its impressive specs. It was how Yamaha wrapped all that performance in a package that was comfortable enough for all-day riding. Features like the shaft drive and monoshock rear suspension were innovative for their time, making the XS11 a bike that could do it all. It was originally priced around $3,500. A well-maintained sample now fetches upwards of $10,000. Third on the list is the 1979 Honda CBX1000. This model was excellence in machinery. Honda's engineers weren't content with just building another fast bike. They created a technological tour de force that would define an era. The CBX1000 featured a groundbreaking 1047cc inline-6 engine that wasn't just powerful, it was a work of art. The CBX could hit 135 miles per hour and sprint to 60 in just over 4 seconds, but raw numbers don't tell the whole story. The sound of that 6-cylinder engine at full throttle was unlike anything else on two wheels, a mechanical symphony that still gives riders goosebumps today. It was originally priced at $4,000. Today, a well-preserved example would sell for over $25,000 and is only getting more valuable with time. Our runner-up motorcycle model is the 1978 Kawasaki Z1R. Unlike others, she took a different approach to high performance. This wasn't the regular chrome-laden cruiser. It embraced a darker, more menacing aesthetic that would influence motorcycle design for years to come. Under that blacked-out exterior lurked a 1015cc inline-4 engine capable of propelling it to 137 miles per hour. The Z1R wasn't just fast, it was ahead of its time. It had cast alloy wheels that came with adjustable suspension and upgraded brakes that made it a true sport bike, before we even knew what that term meant. As at that time, a brand new was priced at $3,800. Today, you'll need $20,000 or more to get one. And their influence on motorcycle design can still be seen in modern machines. And finally, taking our top spot is the speed king of the 1970s, the 1979 Kawasaki KZ1300. This model was Kawasaki's answer to the question, how far can we push the boundaries of what's possible? It had a massive 1286cc inline-6 engine that produced 120 horsepower, an astounding figure for 1979, and could propel this beast to 140 miles per hour. The KZ1300 wasn't just about raw power though. Its water-cooled engine and shaft drive system offered a level of sophistication that was years ahead of its time. While its size and weight made it less nimble than some competitors, the KZ1300's sheer power and impressive touring capabilities made it a favorite among riders who wanted the ultimate in long-distance comfort and performance. Originally, it priced around $4,500, but now fetches $15,000 or more. Looking back at these incredible machines, it's clear that the 1970s were more than just a golden age for motorcycling. They were a revolution on two wheels. Each of these bikes pushed the boundaries in its own way, whether through raw power, innovative technology, or groundbreaking design. They weren't just fast, they were pioneers, setting the stage for everything that would follow. So, riders, which of these legendary machines would you love to see make a comeback? Maybe you've got memories of riding one of these beasts back in the day, or perhaps you're dreaming of adding one to your collection. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. And if you're as passionate about classic motorcycles as we are, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more journeys through motorcycling history. We've got plenty more stories to tell about the machines that changed the game forever. Until next time, keep the rubber side down.